Hello, Warrior Crew, and welcome to Warrior Camping. Now, today, as you can see, I'm at a military event. I've not got a time machine and travelled back to 1941. I am at a military do, and I'm camping here all weekend. So, me and Jess are here for 4 days. And no, I did not drive here in that truck or that little Jeep. Don't be so stupid. Me and Jess did not drive here in that truck. We came in this. Yeah, I thought I'd bring the Huey this weekend 'cause I don't get much of a chance to use it really. It's a bit awkward just taking it down Tesco's, doing a bit of shopping. And people moan when I take it up the boot fair 'cause it blows all their stalls over when I land it. So as we're away for the weekend, I thought I'd bring the Huey. And as it's bank holiday weekend as well, it really does save you getting stuck in all that traffic. So as you can see, there's a load of old tents here. There'll be tents everywhere, a ton of vintage old military tents about. I haven't even put mine up yet, so I'm going to go and do that now. So I'll just walk back to my little bike, jump on that and pop back up to where I'm going to put my tent up. So what one shall I take? Shall I take the grey one or the red one? Oh, I'm going to take the grey one. It does look faster with that little basket on the front. Oh, look, and Jess has already started without me, so she couldn't wait for me. She has started putting up the old Vango Falls 10 already. So she's got the inner up already, and it looks like she's done a lovely job. Actually, it looks like she doesn't even need me, so I might go and have a cheeky pint and let her carry on. Oh no, I won't actually, 'cause I just got that look then. I got that look that means you are not going up the pub and leaving me here to put the tent up. So I think I'm going to stay here, help Jess put the tent up and put all the bits inside it, and then take her up the pub for a cheeky little pint. So that's the first fly sheet on the tent, and that is the original fly sheet for this tent. It's an old canvas one. This is a Vango Mark 5, this tent, and that is the original fly. But I always use this tent with another fly over the top, because years ago I got a green, nice, lightweight nylon fly. And when I use them both together, it just makes this tent so much better, so that's the way I use it. So that would be as this tent was originally, but you can see now I've got that green fly sheet, and I put that one over. And then, 'cause this is an old tent, it's got double fly sheets, so if it rains or anything, you'll be nice and dry inside this one. No rain is getting through two fly sheets. And as you can see by the front of this one, the front is still the original orange, but the back of it is very faded. That is because I used to have a canopy that went on the front of it, like a little porch bit, but I don't know what happened to it. I think I lost it years ago. So the front part has stayed really nice and orange, but the back part is really faded. That's because when I was younger, me and my friend, we took this old Vango everywhere. This tent has been used tons, and it has gone that colour because it is sun bleached. 'Cause like years ago, me and my friend, we used this tent all the time. We took this tent everywhere when we was kids and like teenagers. This tent was used much more than any of the other tents we owned. We just always seemed to take this false tent. We just loved using it. And I still love using it now. It really is a fantastic old tent, this Vango False 10. And Jess has never stayed in this before, so I know after her little holiday away in it, she's gonna love this tent, 'cause whoever stays in this tent always falls in love with this tent. And over the years, a lot of people I know who've stayed in this tent with me, they've gone and bought one straight after. That's how good this tent is. People stay in it and go and buy one afterwards. And it is an easy tent to get your hands on these, because there is loads of these still out there. They last really well, these Vangos, so if you did want one of these Mark Fives, you quite easily get your hands on one. And alright, they are a little bit of money, but they really are worth it. And I bet if you did treat yourself and go and buy yourself one of these, you really would enjoy using it. You would use it a lot because it's such a fantastic tent and it's so much better than a lot of vintage tents to use. And it's better than a lot of modern tents. This thing, you'd be able to get a modern tent that you'd enjoy going camping with as much as one of these old Vangos. Now, alright, it's not a good tent for going lightweight backpacking. One of these Mark Fives is a bit heavy for that. But if you're doing the Huey camping, like what I am, if you are camping with your helicopter, it is perfect for that. And it's also really good for the car camping. But I think when Vango built this, it was designed purely for the helicopter camper. I might be wrong on that, but it is such a good tent for helicopter camping that Vango must have built it just purely for that reason. So let's open it up and have a look inside, because it is the best feature of this tent, is the inner. It really is a lovely space, the inside of one of these old Vangos. So I just unhook the doors off the little bungees and flap them back, and then we'll have a little look inside. And this one here that I've got, it is a motor version of the Vango Force 10. So you'll see there the little badge, it's a motor one, which sort of means it's more heavy duty, this one. I like the motor one. I've got another one of these Force 10s that is not a motor, and the frame and all that is not as heavy duty as on this one. And the ground sheet on this one is much more heavy duty. So if you did think of buying one of these, I would try and get a motor one, because it is more heavy duty. It is a better tent, this motor one. And I'll rephrase that. I think this motor one is a better tent, but you should make your own mind up, because the other ones are a lot lighter to carry about. So if you don't want to carry the extra bit of weight, then maybe go for a normal one. Hello, warrior. Muta ten, muta ten, muta muta, muta ten. Happy camping, warrior, and say hello to the cat for me. Yeah, all right, Bug, and happy camping, Bug. Thanks, warrior. And it really has lasted well. Now, I don't know if a normal one would have lasted like this motor. I'm not sure on that. I don't think it would have, because the normal ones, the ground sheet's thinner, the frame's not as strong. So I really wouldn't think that a normal one would have lasted like this thing. I might be wrong, they might just be just as good. So let's get inside it with a camera and have a little look in there. And look, that's what's great about this tent. Look at it in here. It's absolutely lovely in here. When you wake up in one of these in the morning, really is a nice tent to be in. Some tents have that really cosy, lovely feel to them. These old Force 10s have got that in abundance, they really have. And any of you out there watching this who are lucky enough to own one of these Force 10s, you lot know exactly what I'm talking about. So Jess has just pumped up the air mattress, and I'm glad she done that and not me, because it takes forever to pump up. It's like a double mattress, it does not go up fast. So she has done that, and she has put all the bits inside it. So there you go, that is our cosy little home from home for the next 4 nights. So just look at that in there, that is lovely and cosy in there. I bet you lot home wish you was staying in there tonight. So I've got my little camping bag, got all my like cooking bits and all that in there. But I won't really cook much this weekend, because there'll be a ton of stalls and that here doing all sorts of different food. So of an evening I normally go out for some beers and get something to eat while I'm out and that. So I might do food in the mornings, but of an evening and that I shall be out, because there's a load of bars here, loads of places to get something to eat. So it's not like being on a normal campsite being here, there is loads of stuff to do. And it's like really good, like going round the bars and all that of a night, 'cause everyone dresses up in like military stuff and all that, so it's really good. Like every year I come to one of these events. There's quite a few different ones up and down the country, and every year I normally go to one of them. And I treat it a bit more like a holiday because I go to the bars of the night and eat out and all that. So I'm sort of, it's different here to being on a campsite. If I was on a campsite, I'd be doing all the cooking every night, fire at the tent, doing all the bits, really enjoying being at the campsite. But at one of these military events, I really do enjoy the nights out, so that's what I do. I go out. And my friend's here with his missus, so there'd be four of us. We'd be going round the bars, eating a load of food. We should have really good nights while we are here. So I've just put up my little Galert boot fair windbreaker that I got the other day. And that was a really good find, that, because it was only, I think, 3 or 4 quid. So that was a great buy, that Galert windbreak. And it works really well with this Vango tent. Look at it. Lovely, that is. Nice little setup going on. And I am looking forward to tomorrow because all the stalls will open up tomorrow. And like there will be a ton of stalls here selling everything military. There's more military stuff will be here than you have ever seen. It will be everywhere. And there will be everything here, from vintage guns, vintage knives, swords, military cooking gear, military clothes. There'll be everything here. Anything that the military have ever used, there will be it here for sale. It's unbelievable what will be here for sale. Now, it is quite expensive, so I don't normally buy a lot, but I will buy a few bits because I know what I'm like. There will be some things here that I will buy because I like a lot of the old military stuff, and it's hard to find anywhere else. But at a place like this, there's so much of it, you're always going to find something that you want to buy. And you never know, I might even buy a tent because there will be a load of them here for sale. So as you can see, loads of people turning up today. We're just in a little bit at the top of the field. This place where people are camping is absolutely massive. There is tents everywhere in a big massive field here. We're just up in the little top corner bit. So now that I'm all set up, I'm going to just make myself a little brew. So I've just collected up a few twigs, got the old Bandless Voyage out, and I'm going to make myself a little brew, and then I'm going to go for a pint. So that's it, Bandless Voyage is going up like a good one. I've just put my little coffee pot on now. So Jess has never been to one of these military weekends before. This is like her first time. So I hope she's going to enjoy it. I think she will, because there is a lot to do. Like I said, at the daytime, there's all the stalls and that to hunt round. And there'll be all the reenactments going on, because they like reenact everything here. So you can sit and watch all that. There'll be loads of things going on, from like Viking battles to old pirate battles to like Civil War battles, Vietnam battles, First World War, Second World War, you name it. If there's been a battle at some point over this weekend, someone will be reenacting it out. And also there'll be like a load of demonstrations going on where they demonstrate a lot of the old military stuff and they show how it works. I like the ones where they fire like the old vintage cannons that would have been on the old galleons and that years ago. And also the ones where they fire the old like anti-aircraft guns from the Second World War and all that, First World War, fire the old howitzers and all that. Yeah, I like going to watch all them ones. And I like watching the ones where they fire all the old vintage guns as well, and they talk about them and like how the gun evolved. So they fire all different ones and show like the evolution of the gun and all that. And you learn a lot by that because the commentator will know everything. So they like talk about all the guns and fire some of them and all that. Yeah, it's good because you learn a lot. And you get the ones with the military vehicles when they talk about them. So they might bring different tanks in or different vehicles, half tracks, all sorts of things. And then they just show them but talk about 'em and explain like what they was used for and all that. So all that is interesting to sit and watch. Well, if you sort of like military stuff, then yeah, it's really interesting. You sit and watch all that. It's good. So I'll be watching quite a lot of that because there's bars there and that. So you get a pint, sit down for an hour, and listen to someone going on about the old military stuff and all that. It's good. But I shall spend most of my time walking round the stalls, and you can learn a lot from walking round them. Because if you see something like a gun or something, if I see something I've never seen before, something a bit rare, if you ask like the stall keeper about it, 9 times out of 10 they are happy to tell you all about it. So you learn a lot by talking to the different stall keepers. And I do like looking for stuff to buy as well. I love it. And also, there's a lot of private people here that have come here camping because they own a military vehicle. They have bought it with them. So there's a lot of people here with military vehicles, and some of them are quite rare. You see some stuff you've never seen before, and the owner's normally with it, so you can ask them all about it. And you know what it's like. It's like someone that owns a classic car, in it. They are very happy to tell you all about it. But I love that. It's really interesting talking to them people who own these vehicles. So my coffee's starting to come up in the little pots. That's what it does. The water's in that bottom chamber and it comes up that little tube there, goes through the coffee, and then you get a really nice fresh brewed coffee out of one of these little pots. They're good ones to take camping, these pots, because they do make a nice coffee, I'm telling you, they really do. So I can hear that brewing away now. You hear the bubbles when it's done. So there you go, look, starting to bubble right up the top. There you go, the coffee is done. So I'm going to drink this and then I'm going out tonight. Few beers, bit of munch, have a really nice night. So I'm going to put the camera away and then I'm having a night out tonight, and then tomorrow I'll get up early and I'll try and get some footage of the different things that are here. So I'll make another video while I'm here. I'll make a couple more probably. Well, I'd say get up early tomorrow, but the bar here is open till 1 o'clock in the morning. So depending what happens tonight, you never know. I just might fancy a lie in. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you can join me again. So I'm off now up the bar to have a few beers, nice bit of munch, and then I shall have a lovely sleep tonight in my Vango Force 10.